Right now at 10, suspect identified. Toma police released the name of the 23-year-old man connected to a shooting in Toma. And support for veterans. A Wisconsin congressman is introducing legislation to let veterans know they are not alone. Plus, an academic groundbreaking. Luther High School begins work on a state-of-the-art facility that administrators say will open up more opportunities for student career development.
Watching WKBT La Crosse, this is News 8 Now at 10.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us for News 8 Now at 10. I'm Ken Kozarowski. Toma police have identified the man they believe is responsible for an early Monday shooting at the city's Super 8 hotel. According to an official release, police say 23-year-old Crimson Perea shot a victim twice at the 900 block of East McCoy Boulevard. Police say the victim was able to disarm Perea and then fled to the city's Super 8 hotel where staff called 911. The victim is now recovering. Police say they found Perea at an apartment complex on Berry Avenue after responding to a call of someone bleeding profusely. Perea is in Monroe County Jail for charges of first-degree attempted homicide, aggravated battery, recklessly endangering safety, and negligent handling of a dangerous weapon. Eau Claire City Police are asking for the public's help finding a missing teenager. Police say 14-year-old Koya Olson was last seen on June 11th and last spoke to her family on June 14th. Police say she ran away from home and they have now exhausted earlier leads. Anyone with information is encouraged to call Detective Chaz Walton at that number on your screen. The Monroe County Sheriff's Office is reminding the public what to do if you accidentally call 911. The Sheriff's Office says between 7 a.m. and 2 p.m. today, dispatch got 33 911 calls, and 24 of them were hang-ups. And police want to remind everyone that if your phone is in a pocket or a cup holder, it can accidentally call 911. And if an accidental call happens, police say you should stay on the line and tell the dispatcher that there is no emergency. If you don't stay on the line, police have to assume that there is an emergency and will then call you back. A heads up for drivers who pass through La Crosse's south side. A portion of South Avenue is now closed. The closure will be in place around the railroad tracks near the intersection of Green Bay Street. Crews will be working on the railroad crossing there. There will be detours posted using Jackson Street and Losey Boulevard. The closure is expected to end on Monday morning at 6. U.S. military veterans are 1.5 times more likely to commit suicide than other citizens. That's according to the American Psychological Association. Wisconsin's 3rd District Congressman Derek Van Orden and 15 other representatives have now introduced a resolution to help veterans struggling with their mental health. The resolution would set November 12th as National Warrior Call Day. The day meant to encourage Americans to contact a veteran or active duty service member and let them know they're not alone. Van Orden, who is a retired Navy SEAL, has a personal connection to this issue. He says he introduced this bill because a man he served with took his own life.
I want you to call him and just tell him that you're thinking about him. And that could be the one thing that makes him not make a permanent solution to a temporary problem.
While the official call day would be November 12th, Van Orden says it's never the wrong time to call.
You do not have to wait till November 12th. You do not. You can call a veteran or a National Guard folk right now or an active duty service member. You can call them today.
Van Orden says the resolution has bipartisan support. If you are a veteran and are struggling with your mental health, you can call 988 and then push 1. That'll bring you to a veterans support hotline. Wisconsin Republicans in the legislature's budget committee are announcing a $3.5 billion income tax cut proposal. The plan says the average tax cut would be 15% for all filers, or $573. The state would also go from 4 to 3 tax brackets, with the lowest bracket at 3.5% and the highest at 6.5%. Democrats argue the cuts disproportionately favor the wealthy. Republican lawmakers will also cut $32 million from the University of Wisconsin System's budget. This will leave the university nearly $500 million short of what it requested in the state budget. Republicans say the $32 million they're cutting is what they estimated it would cost to run campus diversity, equity, and inclusion programs. UW's president has warned of tuition increases if the system's budget isn't increased, and Governor Evers has threatened to veto the entire state budget if the system's budget is cut. 2 people are injured after a small plane crashed into a neighborhood in Waunakee, Wisconsin on Wednesday. According to officials, the plane lost power and then collided into a parked van on a residential street. The 2 people on board sustained minor injuries. No residents were reported to be injured.
Sure, it was a very hot day today once again across the Coulee region as our high temperatures were into the upper 80s and some of us even to the low 90s as well. Lots of sunshine, but for tonight we're going to be dropping into the 50s and 60s here again. 60 in West Salem, 65 Berry Mills, and 59 southeast there in Middle Ridge. As we head to our southern communities, southern zones, we're looking at lows tonight into those low 60s, 62 in Brownsville, 62 as well in Stoddard, 61 though in Viroqua, 59 in Westby. And as we head back north into the central zones, we're looking at lows into the 50s and 60s, 55 Melrose, 52 there in Black River Falls, a little cooler, 61 in Arcadia. However, Mondovi, you're looking at 62 as well, 59 to the north in Osseo. Speaking of to the north, here's a check on our northern zones in the Chippewa Valley tonight. You're looking at lows into the 60s mainly. In Clark County, however, you're looking at lows tonight into the 50s further east. 8-to-8 forecast showing that mostly clear skies will be in place. Temperatures going from the 80s and 70s this evening to the 60s as we head into overnight into early tomorrow morning.
Derek, thank you very much. And also, an air quality alert remains in effect for most of our viewing area. It is active for the counties in dark gray you see there. National Weather Service says the air for those areas is at unhealthy levels for people with sensitive respiratory systems. So kids, older adults, and people with breathing issues should stay inside. This alert is in effect for those Wisconsin counties until 11 o'clock tomorrow night and 9 o'clock tomorrow night for the Minnesota counties. Faculty and students at Luther High School are getting an upgrade. The school is breaking ground on a new state-of-the-art Center for Advanced Manufacturing Learning. The school today also recognizing a grant from the Ronald and Joyce Wanek Foundation that will pay for equipment and career development opportunities for students. Project leaders say this investment is going to benefit everyone in the community.
Advanced manufacturing is important because it creates wealth for an area. It brings money to an area. And that's what it's all about, a positive balance of trade. And that's going to be very important for this area.
Luther's advancement director says this new center will fill an academic void.
Right now, this is the biggest missing puzzle piece we had, and now we have it. So for us as a school, now when a family or a student looks at Luther, there's no aspect of their academic career that we can't help them with, especially with the quality education we already have.
The students will be able to learn about trades such as advanced robotics, welding, and an advanced woods program. Construction on the center is expected to be completed by January of 2024. Up next, friendship through filmmaking. A connection was made after a Vietnam veteran found relief in one composer's soundtracks.
At Marine Credit Union, we have great rates and an even better mission. With our new certificate and money market rates, you can grow your money and grow your community. Call or visit marinecu.com to find a branch near you.
This is how legends are.
2024 Chevy Silverado HD with Duramax diesel. And the Chevy Silverado with powerful TurboMax engine. No matter what route you take, there's a Chevy truck to get you there. Find new roads. Get 1.9% financing on all 2023 Silverado 1500 LT TurboMax pickups, or current Chevy owners get a $5,750 total cash allowance when you trade in an eligible vehicle. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
LaCrosse Glass and Overhead Doors has been selling, servicing, and installing garage doors since 1964 and believe garage doors should be exceptional quality and craftsmanship. We guarantee to help you select a door to fit all of your needs. We offer a large stock inventory of CHI overhead doors, including residential, commercial, rolling steel, and high-speed doors. Visit our website and design the door of your dreams with CHI Door Visions. Get your free quote today.
At Marine Credit Union, we have great rates and an even better mission. Not only will you earn a higher return on your money, you're also helping our community. We provide loans to people who can't get them elsewhere and help families on the path to homeownership. Visit marinecu.com to find a branch near you.
A documentary on Vietnam soldiers' lives before and after the war is forging a friendship between two Hillsborough residents. News 8 Now's Michael Germain joins us in studio to introduce us to him and the special project that now binds them. Michael?
Ken, a Vietnam veteran overcomes PTSD through the music in the documentary Apache Blues. It tells the story of Vietnam veterans from a multi-year journey into the lives of veterans before and after the war. Dwayne Bloor and soundtrack composer Dan Koba are both from Hillsborough. Bloor is one of the documentary's subjects, while Koba composed the film's score. Koba listened to the Bloor's experiences in Vietnam to find musical inspiration for his soundtrack, and in their discussions, they became good friends.
We have become great friends because of this music trip that I'm on, and I'm very, very happy to do what I can for the vet.
He struggled with PTSD for decades after his service, but when he listens to Dan's soundtrack for this film, he feels some relief.
Dan's songs, you just sit there and listen to them, and a lot of times you feel like you're right in the jungle.
Apache Blues is scheduled to play at the Dances with Film Festival at the famous TLC Chinese Theaters in Los Angeles. The film will play on July 2nd at 5 p.m. Ken?
All right, Michael, thanks very much. And for more information on the documentary, we'll be posting a link on news8000.com. Still ahead, the consequences of AI are still unknown, but in the workplace, women could be the most impacted by that technology.
Hot and dry weather conditions look to continue as we round out the work week. Stay tuned. Coming up next after the break, I'll have a check on your full weather forecast, plus what we can expect as we head into this weekend, and also a sneak peek at next week. All that and more in just a bit.
Get over 50% off on this sofa chaise right now at the 4th of July blowout at Slumberland Furniture. Up to 60% off list throughout the store, and up to 70% off on clearance items. The 4th of July blowout at Slumberland Furniture.
This time of year has many different names. We call it Showtime. It's when there's work to be done and fun to be had. Plus, it's time for Auto Show, where you can experience new Ford SUVs firsthand. Then head to your Northland Ford dealers for exclusive offers like 0% financing for 36 months, plus $1,000 in open trade assist on select Ford SUVs. It's showtime. Hurry in today. Now for a limited time only, get 0% financing for 36 months, plus $1,000 in open trade assist on select Ford SUVs. Only at your Northland Ford dealers.
Attention, Wisconsin veterans.
I'm Tony Evers, the governor of Wisconsin. If you are a veteran struggling to pay for rent, utilities, or other life-sustaining services, I want you to know that the Veterans Rental Assistance Program is here to help. The Veterans Rental Assistance Program was created by and for people living in Wisconsin, with benefit approvals being issued to veterans in just days, not months. You have already made a most noble sacrifice. You shouldn't have to continue doing so. We are here to support you. With pride in the way, it's never easy to ask for assistance, but rest assured we are here to help. The VRAP team is standing by to help. So call 833-WIS-VRAP or visit VRAPWI.com. You've always been there for us. We want you to know that we're here for you. On behalf of the state of Wisconsin, thank you.
Taste a sweet strawberry, a Jolivet strawberry. Stop by Jolivet Family Farms Market today for some fresh Jolivet's homegrown strawberries. Available 7 days a week in the market. Pick your own. Check for availability. Jolivet's also features a large selection of fresh vegetables and homegrown produce. There is no sweeter strawberry in the world than a Jolivet strawberry. Only at Jolivet Family Farms, West Salem.
Incredible deal on this Sealy Queen mattress for just $3.99 at the 4th of July mattress blowout at Slumberland Furniture. Plus, Sealy mattresses starting as low as $129. Up to 60% off list. What a sale.
The Board Store Home Improvements. Everyday low prices on bathroom remodels for seniors and families. Contact us today for a prompt free estimate.
Well, it sure was a very hot and steamy day across the Coulee region yet again today, and we saw lots of sunshine to go along with it as well. We got clear skies in the forecast for tonight, with temperatures dropping into the 50s and 60s all around La Crosse County here. And as we head south into our southern zones, we're looking at low nights into the 50s and 60s as well, with a low expected to be 62 in Stoddard. Meanwhile, 59 tonight in Soldiers Grove. It will be 61 if you're in Viroqua. Now into the central zones we go, a little bit further to the north. We got a combination of seeing the low to mid 50s further further east, but a combination of the low 60s further back towards the west mainly, with a low of 59 in Whitehall and 55 in Melrose. We're looking at 54 in Sparta, and back to the western Arcadia, you're looking at lows tonight around 61 degrees. Now, meanwhile, to the north in the Chippewa Valley across our northern zones, we're looking at lows into the 50s and 60s. The 50s are mainly, again, further to the east in Clark County there, 63 tonight in Chippewa Falls, 59, however, in Augusta, and a low of 64 with just a few passing clouds if you're in Eau Claire. So the forecast overall tonight in La Crosse County, 65 degrees, mostly clear, slightly on the warm side, wind speeds looking light and variable. For the day tomorrow, much hotter, highs reaching 94 degrees, partly cloudy skies and wind speeds looking light and variable. Let's get a check on your zone forecast for the day tomorrow in La Crosse County. And as you can see, most of our locations are going to be into those low to mid 90s tomorrow. 90, however, Soldiers Grove, 88, a little cooler in Viroqua, and 94 in La Crescent. Highest reach 90 though if you're in Melrose, 89 in Alma Center, 90 in Black River Falls, and across our northern zones in the Chippewa Valley. We're looking at high temperatures tomorrow into those mid to upper 80s, some spots reaching those low 90s during tomorrow afternoon. So Sky Tracker now here for tonight, looking mainly clear, a few passing clouds, a slight chance of a shower mainly to the north here is possible, but for the most part high pressure continues to dominate our weather pattern, which we'll get to here in a second. Do want to show you tomorrow morning though. First, looking at mostly clear skies heading into the first half of tomorrow, and you can see that same trend does continue as we head into tomorrow afternoon. A slight chance of a shower is possible, otherwise we can expect a mainly clear day here once again for the day tomorrow. I am watching showers and thunderstorms, however, associated with a weak frontal system back towards the west, and that could increase our rain chances as we head into this weekend. But of course, we're still underneath this very strong upper level ridge of high pressure that continues to dominate our weather pattern. We've been talking about this setup here for the past several days, and unfortunately it's just not going away anytime soon. At least we have to get through these hot temperatures in the next couple of days. However, here comes a low pressure system. This upper low is forecast to move in from the west, and that system is going to help give us a break in the ridging pattern, which means it will give us a break in the hot temperatures. And we're talking about cooler temperatures on the way behind it, and out in front of it we're also talking about the chances of, yes, seeing some showers and thunderstorms associated with it as it moves in here this weekend. And then we're turning much cooler as highs turn a little bit more seasonable into the low to mid 80s as we head into next week. Back to you.
Thank you, Derek. An air quality alert does remain in effect for most of our viewing area, active in the counties in dark gray there. The National Weather Service says the air in those areas is at unhealthy levels for people with sensitive respiratory systems. Kids, older adults, and people with breathing issues should stay inside. This alert is in effect for the Wisconsin counties there until 11 o'clock tomorrow night and 9 o'clock tomorrow for the Minnesota counties. Some frozen fruit products sold at chain stores nationwide are being recalled over possible listeria contamination. The Sunrise Growers products have been shipped to Walmart, Target, Aldi, and other major chains across the country between fall of 2022 and this week. The full list of recalled brands and package codes is available on the Food and Drug Administration's website. Now, no illnesses have been associated with the recall. Listeria generally causes short-term symptoms in healthy people, but it can cause serious and even deadly infections in children, older adults, and people with weakened immune systems. More than 7 million Baby Shark toys are being recalled for risk of serious injury to children. The U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission has flagged the full and mini-sized versions of the Robo Alive Junior Baby Shark Sing and Swim bath toys. The agency says the hard plastic top fin can seriously hurt a child. The manufacturer says it's received 12 reports of children falling or sitting on the toys, 9 of which required stitches or other medical attention. The CPSC says consumers should immediately stop using the toys. Artificial intelligence could change the workforce, especially for women. A recent analysis from the University of North Carolina's Business School found that 79% of working women are in occupations susceptible to disruption and automation. That's compared to just 58% of working men. Economists say those numbers are staggering. One possible reason for the big difference: more men work in manual services like carpentry and electrical work that would be difficult to automate. A top TikTok executive is stepping down. According to an internal memo, Vanessa Pappas will no longer be the company's COO. The move comes the same day U.S. senators made public a disclosure by TikTok that some personal information belonging to U.S. users may be stored in China. According to the memo, Pappas will continue to consult for TikTok on a private basis as a strategic advisor. And federal regulators are proposing a new rule that would require vehicles over 10,000 pounds to have automatic emergency braking systems. The Biden administration proposal is part of a larger effort to reduce fatalities on U.S. highways. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration says having the feature in heavy vehicles would prevent nearly 20,000 crashes and save at least 155 lives a year. Today's proposal would mean almost all new vehicles will have the automatic emergency braking technology. The final rule is expected to take effect within 5 years. Coming up next in sports, the UWL men's basketball team has found their next head coach. Plus, the Legion baseball season heating up, and we had a back-and-forth thriller tonight out in Holmen. Rob's got the highlights next.
News 8 Now Sports is brought to you by Mayo Clinic Health System. Whether you need routine care or specialty care, Mayo Clinic Health System offers the best options for care where and when you and your family needs it.
It's Hy-Vee's Mega Produce Sale this Friday through Sunday. 2 pounds of strawberries, just $3.68. Prima peaches or nectarines, just $1.99 a pound. And red seedless grapes, only $1.88 a pound. Only at Hy-Vee.
Now's the time to enjoy huge savings on outdoor furniture from Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota. From patio dining sets to sofas and chairs, they're all reduced to clearance prices. At Drury's, we have an eco-friendly mindset that's reflected in everything we sell. Environmentally friendly materials are important to us. And you'll be choosing from Homecrest and other quality brands, furniture that's designed to last. The Outdoor Clearance Event. It's happening now at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota. Voted your favorite furniture store.
This is how legends are.
2024 Chevy Silverado HD with Duramax diesel. And the Chevy Silverado with powerful TurboMax engine. No matter what route you take, there's a Chevy truck to get you there. Find new roads. Get 1.9% financing on all 2023 Silverado 1500 LT TurboMax pickups, or current Chevy owners get a $5,750 total cash allowance when you trade in an eligible vehicle. Visit HometownChevy.com.
To everyone who appreciates a handcrafted meal, are you ready for a taste of Wisconsin?
Butterburger's cooked fresh, just the way you like.
The way you love.
Definitely love. And our thick and creamy frozen custard, we make it for you all throughout the day.
All day.
All day, every day. Put it in the extra work and not cutting corners. Takes a little longer.
But it's how we've always done it at Culver's. Because making your meal with care shows how much we care.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
It's Hy-Vee's Mega Produce Sale this Friday through Sunday. Basket and bushel red cherries, just $2.99 a pound. Dole chopped or premium salad kits, 2 for just $7. And candy cantaloupe, only $1.99 each. Only at Hy-Vee.
News 8 Now Sports is brought to you by Mayo Health System. Here's News 8 Now's Rob Schiff.
The high school baseball season might be over, but bring on some summer ball. The Legion season is in full swing. We had a good one tonight between 2 area squads over in Holmen. Let's hit the diamond. Holmen Post 284 playing host to Onalaska. We'll pick it up in the 4th. Game tied at 1 until Eli Edwardson comes through. He fights one off in a right, drops just inside the line. Hayden Goodell is going to come in and score to make it 2-1. Next inning, Holmen adds another. Jared Rodering running on the play. The ball goes to the backstop. Rodering motors in from second, slides in safe. It's 3-1. But here comes Onalaska in the 6th. Carter Gilhausen smokes one in a center for a base hit, so 2 runners on for Ben Foss. And the lefty is going to absolutely unload on this pitch. High and deep to right. I had a terrible angle, but that's where it landed. 3-run go-ahead shot from Foss puts Onalaska up 4-3, but Post 284 strikes back. Tyler Rosenau, the hero on Thursday night, base hit in a center. 2 runs come in to score. Holmen takes the lead. Post 284 hangs on for the win by a final of 5-4. What a game. Let's go to the Lumberyard. Loggers opening up a 4-game set against Thunder Bay. In the 7th, Lacrosse is going to tie this baby up. Jack Collins, a base hit in a center field. Jackson Cobb scores to tie it at 1. Later in the inning, Loggers still at it. Jordan Donahue scorches it to first here. Look at the wheels. Hard 90 down the line from Donahue. Loggers take a 2-1 lead, but the Border Cats tie it up. And then in the 9th, Thunder Bay tacks on a couple more thanks to Travis Chestnut. Thunder Bay goes up by 2. Loggers drop the series opener by a final of 4-2. On to the pros. Twins looking for the series split against Boston. First inning, Carlos Correa at the dish. This ball is crushed deep to left. No doubt about that one. Solo shot for Correa makes it 1-0 Minnesota. And the homer parade continues later in the inning. Byron Buxton Look out. How far is this one going? A monster blast, 466 feet. I think it went a little further than that. This Twins fan right here is loving it. It's 2-0 Minnesota. Buxton, not done. Tries to outdo himself in the third. Another moonshot. This one a center. 465 feet for his second homer of the game. Twins up 5, and that was more than enough for Joe Ryan. A complete game, 3-hitter for Ryan, 9 strikeouts on the day. Twins get the shutout win. Ryan gets a bath after it's all done. Well, when the week began, the men's and women's basketball teams at UW La Crosse were still both in need of a head coach. On Tuesday, La Crosse native Moran Lonning was named head coach of the women's team. Now, just 2 days later, the Eagles have found their next leader. On the men's side, it was a solid campaign for UWL this past season. Eagles going 19-7, 10-4 in conference play, ultimately falling to UW Whitewater in the semifinals of the WIAC tournament. Former head coach Kent Dernbach spent 6 seasons at UWL, but in late April, Dernbach decided to return to UW Stevens Point, this time as the head coach of the Pointers. That left a void in La Crosse, but on Thursday, that void was filled. Eagles announcing that West Allis native JT Gritzmacher will take over as the 25th men's basketball coach in school history. Gritzmacher spent the past 3 seasons as the head coach at Bryant and Stratton College in Wauwatosa. He compiled a 57-30 overall record with the Bobcats, including winning a single-season school record 26 games this past season. Gritzmacher is a UW Whitewater grad, also served as the Warhawks assistant coach from 2015 until 2017. And how about this? The Panthers' phenomenal run continues. What a calendar year it's been for West Salem sports, and another team achieving a ton of success recently. The West Salem Trap team taking second place overall with a score of 481 at the Clay Target League State Tournament in the town of Rome. Panthers just 1 bird shy of a first-place finish. And a big congrats to Olivia Burchell, who placed first in the varsity female category with a score of 97. Woo!
Yeah,
unbelievable.
Good mix of sports.
I love it. I love that the sports season just keeps going.
Yep, it
right
sure
into
does.
The summer. How much time we have? I don't have.
We got
my
no
idea.
time. We got more news right after this.
Tired of mealtime meh? Give your appetite a vacation at Taco John's. A trip to crispy shrimp taco paradise with freshly made mango salsa does wonders. Ooh, I think I'm getting a tan. 3 for $6 mango shrimp street tacos. Summertime only at Taco John's.
Are you ready for a red-hot summer? At King Furniture, our prices are... Get your choice of these quality Jackson sets for $11.99. Need something more custom? Check out these 5 England sets for just $14.98. Available in your choice of over 100 fabrics. And in your home in just 30 days. Need a new recliner for Dad? We have hundreds of recliners all on sale and in stock. Get into King Furniture while the prices are...
Hi, it's Elvis Duran. Thanks for listening. I think what makes our show unique is perspective. Many different voices, many different points of view.
If you're going to say don't ask me, we're going to ask you. If you want to.
Wow. We are just a family sitting around the table in the morning. Very dynamic individuals, though.
Yeah! Hi, it's Elvis Duran from the Mix Morning Show. Wake up with us every morning on Mix 96.
Holiday Inn Express in Onalaska is your corporate headquarters for all business or personal travel in the Coulee region. Conveniently located within walking distance of 6 restaurants, retail locations, and 3 grocery stores. We are at the hub of your corporate visit. With hot breakfast served daily, meeting rooms for corporate presentations, and a state-of-the-art workout facility. We have everything you need for your next business trip.
Back when I was a kid, we used to ride our bikes in the 4th of July parade. Then we'd have a picnic and blow the crap out of some fireworks. We had rockets, cakes, shells, missiles, fountains, firecrackers, sparklers. Oh, the sky was filled with bomb diggity hoop like a boss all night long. Get your own sick fireworks at Joe Blow's Fireworks in Reedstown, Ferryville, and Prairie du Chien. For more information, visit jpfireworks.com.
If money talked, it would tell you about the premium ingredients on Taco John's Valuest menu starting at $1, $2, or $3. Hand-cut sirloin steak, crispy fried chicken, and fresh pico. And if your appetite talked, it would say cha-ching. The Valuest menu only at Taco John's.
The news continues on News 8 Now. Expect more.
The 40th annual Budweiser Dairyland Super National Truck and Tractor Pull in Tomah has kicked off. Festivities began earlier this afternoon along with a luncheon for people to meet some of the top pullers in the nation. Organizers say this event is important to the community and shows off a bit of Wisconsin flair at Tractor Pull running through the weekend. In honor of Adopt a Cat Month, Winona's oldest and largest used bookstore is honoring our furry friends. Paperbacks and Pieces bookstore partnered with Winona Area Humane Society to bring a special summer story time today. Winona native and author Jenny Berch read from her latest book, Junkyard Tough, A Tale of Bravery. Follows the story of a cat named Boots who goes through challenging times and learns what it means to be brave. Berch says this book is all about giving back to her community.
And so it was all printed in Winona, edited in Winona, sold in Winona and the surrounding area. And so through Junkyard Tough, I'm really trying to make a difference in the community. And one good example of that is doing events like this.
The main character of Berch's book is based on the story of her real cat, who was also from a junkyard. A portion of today's proceeds from the sales of the book will go toward Paperbacks and Pieces bookstore. A Winona nonprofit is celebrating the people who make their yearly film festival possible. The Frozen River Film Festival is held every February, and it's the only all-documentary film festival in Minnesota. Today, the nonprofit held a midsummer meltdown at Peter's Beer Garden with beer, snacks, and live music to thank their donors and volunteers. The festival's managing director says after 18 years, their event is expanding.
It's an exciting time. We have lots of programming besides films. We now collaborate with lots of other organizations to present other arts activities, outdoor winter recreation events, and all sorts of great things.
Love the live music. Mueller says the February festival used to be just a weekend event, now runs a full week in February. Happening tomorrow, 2 downtown La Crosse parks are back with summer traditions. The Cameron Park Farmers Market is back with vendors from 4 p.m. to dusk, and Riverside Park is hosting 4th Fridays from 4 to 8. It's a monthly La Crosse event featuring food and drink vendors, arts and crafts, live music, and more. Free for everyone to attend. Attendees encouraged to bring blankets and chairs to take everything in. And continuing tomorrow, the 14th Annual High School Fishing National Championship and World Finals on the Mississippi and La Crosse. We'll be catching up with some of the competitors tomorrow. We'll be right back after this.
Ashley Stars and Stripes sale is happening now. Pay 0% interest for 60 months with no minimum purchase. Don't miss instant savings on select items up to $1,000 off. And all veterans and active military will receive 10% off their purchase. Only at Ashley.
Have you ever met with a mortgage loan officer and after only 2 or 3 minutes, they push your papers towards you and say, "We can't help"? At Firefighters Credit Union, we call that the big push. When you meet with Matt Farron or Troy Arns, they know you deserve a lot of time and know you're going to be ready for a mortgage someday. So I guarantee you, you'll never get the big push at Firefighters Credit Union.
'Cause everybody's welcome at Firefighters Credit Union.
How do plastic bottles turn into this? See how recycling is one of the many ways WM is always working for a sustainable tomorrow at WM.com/stories.
We've got you. It's a pledge to make sure you're always taken care of. A pledge that your Touchstone Energy Cooperative honors each and every day. When it comes to keeping things running smoothly, or getting them back on track when they're not, we've got you. Always. Touchstone Energy Cooperatives, your source for power and information.
La Crosse Glass and Overhead Doors has been selling, servicing, and installing garage doors since 1964 and believe garage doors should be exceptional quality and craftsmanship. We guarantee to help you select a door to fit all of your needs. We offer a large stock inventory of CHI overhead doors, including residential, commercial, rolling steel, and high-speed doors. Visit our website and design the door of your dreams with CHI Door Visions. Get your free quote today.
Arby's, 2 for $7 every day. Arby's crispy classic chicken sandwich. 2 of those things for just $7. Arby's, we have the meat.
Ashley Stars and Stripes sale is happening now. Pay 0% interest for 60 months with no minimum purchase. Don't miss instant savings on select items up to $1,000 off. And all veterans and active military will receive 10% off their purchase. Only at Ashley.
Last check on your 8-day forecast tomorrow, another hot and steamy day, highs around 94 degrees, a high of 92 on Saturday with slight chance of thunderstorms. Better chances of showers and storms for Saturday night and also into again on Sunday. And then behind that storm system, we are talking about much cooler temperatures as highs drop into the low to mid 80s for much of next week.
All right, thank you, Derek. And we had to cut off the sports wrap, so now the sports wrap is happening right now.
For the end.
Ben Foss, 3-run home run.
Buddy. I thought it was foul. It was definitely not foul. It was probably 400 feet. I had a terrible angle, and I was going to fall. I gave up on it. I'm sorry. Beautiful shot, but didn't get the win.
If you're familiar with that field over by the middle school, there's not a lot of good flat space to stand.
It was a shot. And how about Joe Ryan, complete game?
Twins.
I didn't even know those were still legal.
Yeah, and Buxton hitting them to the moon tonight. Looking good.
Love it.
Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow.